So it's Billionaire by Travie McCoy and Bruno Mars. So it's a great tune for those guitarists who want to really practice their rhythm, mainly because it's a reggae tinged track in which a lot of the music guitar parts are played on the offbeats. Let's just have a look at the track really. So break it down. So here, if I switch, you can see that I've got my acoustic guitars on the outside circle. Now the first chord is an A major, and it plays on mainly on the offbeats, and by that I'm just going to show you by the principle of this whole track. If I just muted everything guitars and just concentrated purely on the cymbal track, okay, and put that to the outside of the circle like this, like here's it playing on the beat. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now this time what I'm going to do is switch back to my guitar on the outside and unmute it. Now here's my guitar. So pad 3, 7, 11 and 15 are on the offbeats. Okay, so that's what I mean by playing on the offbeats. The only thing playing on the beat is this kind of like the root note of the chord, which is an AL on pad 1. Pad 3 you've got A major down, and that plays the same chord plays on pad 7, 11 and 15. So that's what gives you the offbeat feel. Okay, so the same idea, but it just changes chord to a C sharp on the first pad 1, C sharp L, which is the low note, and then pad 3 it's the same thing, C sharp major down, pad 7, pad 11, pad 15. On the actual track, they actually play a C sharp major 7, so if you can play that, brilliant. And then the chord moves, again playing on the offbeats, to an F sharp. I've just put an F sharp on pad 1, and then you've got the chords on the offbeats, so you've got F sharp minor down, pad 7, pad 11, and pad 15. And then it moves to an E on pad 1, and then again the chords on the offbeats, F sharp major high, and it's down, and then the same thing on pad 7, 11 and 15. So if you listen to all those bars, take a listen to it, all playing on the offbeats. I've got hi-hats playing on the beat on the first 2 bars. Look, bar 1, C sharp, F sharp minor, E. Good. Right, I missed out these bars, so I'm just going to go to the next bar here. Okay, it stays with the same idea of playing on the offbeats. It's moving to a D major, so I just put the individual note DL on pad 1, but that D major is here and on pad 7. Then you get a change of chord here, and it moves to an E, and you get E major high down, E major high down there. So you get a changing chords from to an E, and then on the next bar it moves to an F sharp minor down, and that's on pad 7 as well, and pad 11 and pad 15, and then the chord changes to D major, DL on pad 1, pad 3, pad 7, and then it changes chord again here to E, and then you get E major high, E major high. So essentially it's the same chords that are happening, and then pad 12 moves to an F sharp minor down, F major down, same chord, F sharp minor down on the offbeats. Okay, so all of that sounds like this. To the E. Change your chords. Okay. So essentially you can copy 9 to the bar to 11 and then copy 10 to 12. And this is where you get your change on the next bar. Okay. This is a clever little change as well. So you get, it goes to a D major again. Okay. Then it goes to an E major high, which is exactly the same thing as before, but on the next bar you get this great descending run. It goes to an A major down, and then this is the part where you get it actually starts moving. You get an A sharp, a G sharp on pad 5, the A major up on pad 7, and then it moves to F sharp minor down, then it moves to the E major high down. So you get this great movement of this is the like this. Okay, and then the next bar goes to the D major as before, D major down on offbeats, pad 15 as well, and then moves to a C sharp or C sharp major 7 if you're playing it, C minor, C sharp minor down, sorry, and C sharp minor down here on the offbeat, C sharp minor down, C sharp minor down here, and this is where you get your drum fill. Okay, and it goes to F sharp minor down there. That's the chord sequence. Okay, so now what I'm going to do before we get to that drum pattern there, I'm going to put them all back on again. And there's one nice little touch that happens here is the simplicity of the percussion that's put in, that plays with it. Some bongos just give it a nice little flavour. So if I just, in fact, let's just, because all I did, and all they do is that one bongo pattern's played throughout all those chords, so you get this. So let me just put it on the outside. So you can hear it there if I switch the percussion in. So what we have here, in my percussion, I've got bongo 1 there. I've got bongo 1 on pad 4, and I put bongo 2 on pad 7, bongo 1 on pad 11, bongo 1 on pad 12, and bongo 2 on pad 15. So you get that pattern. And all you need to do when you do that is you just copy it, put on the rest of the bars, use your paste options, and just paste in your percussion onto all the other bars, and it works throughout the all of the first section of the tune. Okay, right. So once we've done that, this is where you get this drum break. Now I haven't done it exactly as on the record, but it's kind of there. Okay, but it's a kind of typical kind of reggae sort of drum pattern break that you'd have. So let's just have a look at what the drums I do with the drums. I just put a bass drum on the 1, snare drum on pads 4, bass drum on pads 7, snare on pad 9, snare on 2, pad 12, snare 2 on pad 13, and snare 2 on pad 15. So, but added with that, I've also got this. If I switch up here, I put some toms in there to give me a different sort of flavour, because they use toms in there as well. So you got tom 1 on pad 11, pad 12. I've put tom 2 on pad 14. So that's kind of like it. You can mess around with that. So unmute the. Okay, and then it moves into the groove. Okay, the main groove. Let's have a look at the drums again. And so it's like I'm going to just concentrate on the drums without the bass guitar in there, because the bass guitar is kind of important. But let's just have a look at the drums first. So here's the pattern. The key to this is that it's where you put your snare drum. So you've got bass 2 on pad 1, bass 2 on pad 4, and then you've got your snare drum on beats 2 and 4. So you've got snare 2 playing on pad 5, and you've also got it playing on pad 13. Pad 14, you've got bass drum 2. So this is the overall groove. Sounds like this. And you notice, if I just switch, look at my hi-hats. I'm playing them on the offbeats. So I've got hi-hat C on pad 3, pad 7, pad 11, and pad 15, doing exactly the same as the guitar. So you can hear it working. You can see it playing with the guitar. So once you've done that, all you need to do is copy the drums, choose your paste options, and copy your drums and your cymbals over to all the bars. Okay, so now I'm just going to quickly, the last thing is just look at the bass line. So it's just a very typical reggae kind of bass line. Let's put the bass on the outside circle, and it's a nice little bass line. So it's not exactly as it is, but pretty close. So it just goes with the chords, but what you do, it's an A major chord. So you've got A, L on pad 2, A, L on pad 3, A, L on pad 4, and this is the reggae part. You go to the 5th, which is the E, L on pad 5, and then you get your A, L on pad 7, using the root notes mainly. A, L on pad 10, pad 11, pad 12, then you're using that E again, which is that the idea of using the what is that? That would be using your 5th note of the scale, and then there. So you get this feel. You notice where it's coming in. It's coming in after the beat, so it's really emphasising the off beats, and that's what gives it that flavour, that reggae flavour. Okay, so same idea. Going with the chords, goes to C sharp now. So C sharp L on pad 3, 2, 3, and 4, and then it goes to the 5th note of the scale, typical G sharp L, and then it goes to on pad 7, C, L low, and then again we do the same idea on pad 10, 11, 12, C sharp in the 5th, G sharp L. Same idea on the next chord, goes to an F sharp for F sharp on pad 3 and 4, and it goes to the 5th note of that scale, C sharp L, F sharp on pad 10, 11, 12, and then the 5th note of the chord, C sharp L, and then on pad 15 you can see that it's always using the same rhythm here, and then the last chord it goes to an E, E on pad 3, E on pad 4, 5th note B, actually that's a major 3rd, isn't it? Okay, and then E, 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 B, L, E, same idea. So there's that whole bass line. So take a listen to it all. Let's take it back to the beginning of that. Yeah, it's just feeling on the offs with the guitar, working against the guitar playing on the off beats, and it just carries on. So there you go. Great little tune to go and practice guitar to, and if you're a bass player, try and practice those bass lines as well. If you want to find out more about some of our tutorials, go to our YouTube channel or go to the website www.o-generator.com.